All right, now a shalom to the hopeful elect, and I want to start off by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of the great millstone that rule well. Peace and mercy to the hopeful elect that's pushing his word in truth and sincerity. It's a brother Ayat coming back at you with another sit down through the spirit. This one is just thinking out loud. Just a few things that was on my mind. Brothers know that this truth is getting out there. On my way home, I noticed a new camp on the corner pushing the word. All I seen was just fringes, and I think it was about maybe 8, 9 brothers out there just pushing the word. I couldn't. I was like in a vehicle, so I couldn't, hear what they were speaking about, or hearing if they were pushing a name or not. But still, the truth is getting out there. They obviously they took heed of seeing the format that has been set up and pushed out about going out to the highways and hedges, and preaching the word. Whether they hear or forbear. So, I'm seeing that take place, and that's beautiful. But, because the closer we get to the end, according to the scriptures, that the elect are supposed to be getting sealed, with this truth. And, that's happening, and, hey, it can't go back from here, you know what I mean? Cat is out the bag on that. And a few other things I was thinking about. Esau Edom, man. We're going to continue to, brothers with this truth, man. We got the salt, so, we put the flavor onto it. And you know how Jake do when it comes to making diss tracks. Jake being there writing bars, so, kind of the same thing here. We definitely got a ton of diss tracks via the scriptures, It's a ton of scriptures cutting up Esau Edom, the so-called white man, and letting them know that, this is not going to be a good ending for him. You know what I mean? You know how his movies, at the end of the movie, he always wins. You know what I mean? And he paints all the characters as him, so he likes to see himself be victorious, But that's definitely not the case in reality. You know what I mean? I got a few scriptures lined up, just backing that up. So we'll start off with Isaiah chapter... This is chapter 48, verse 22. It says, "There is no peace, saith the Lord, unto the wicked." See? And we know Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, is the wicked. It tells you that in Malachi 1 and 4. They are the border of wickedness. So where they are, that's where wickedness dwells. And there's no peace for them. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, they can't sleep well without thinking of wickedness, but, there's a second part to that. There's no peace for the wicked. And, the wicked never prevail, and even in their movies, you know what I mean? So the end game is obviously going to be their downfall, They're not going to be successful, and the call Allah Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, that the peace, not the peace, but the wicked is identified, through the scriptures. And for all the bloodshed they've done, I seen a brother post a video recently, just backing the fact that Esau Edom, the so-called white man, is definitely responsible for so many deaths, whether he's did it face to face, or he's in the back, pulling the strings to make sure people are dying at a high rate, and not to mention. So-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, he hates us so much, and he's expressing that on a lot of levels, When you think about the food, there was an article I seen, it said that most of the food that Jake gets in the grocery stores, it specifically comes from animals that are around like power plants that has like a lot of radiation coming from it, basically. You see what I'm saying? So, it's intentionally he's selling us those type of foods, so it can definitely do harm to us, and not to mention the water, that we drink, even the water that we take a shower with, it's all bad, and he sits back and he knows what he's doing, it's not by accident, But, at the same time, man, the Most High has his elect that's been, predestined to make it, and ain't no way around that. And scriptures tell you that the spirit sustains our infirmities. So you know for the elect that's staying focused on the scriptures and trying to stay in the spirit as best as possible, that will sustain us. And the scriptures tell you also, man, that if the Most High be for us, and who could be against us? So, Lord willing, I'm a part of that number, then, and we will be protected. You think about the scriptures. I believe that was Abraham that had got bit by that serpent, and people were looking at him like he was about to die, but he didn't die. So the Most High is backing you and pulling the strings for you. To make sure it's a good outcome from you, and it's nothing that no one can do about it. Even a poisonous serpent, a poisonous snake, basically. With that being said, I got another precept that I wanted to bring out. This is Sirach, chapter 23, and verse 19. It says, "Such a man only feareth the eyes of men." So some men only fear men, and since Esau Edom is at the top, he's the hammer of the earth. He feels he can dominate any other man that's round about, with his sword, with his weaponry, so he don't fear any man. He feel like he's untouchable, like the scriptures say. How they say, who shall bring me down to the pit? And that's the arrogance and the pride that they have. So let me run that back. It says, this is Sirach 23 and 19. "Such a man only feareth the eyes of men, and knoweth not that the eyes of the Lord are 10,000 times brighter than the sun, beholding all the ways of men, and considering the most secret parts." So how about that? So, you got to think about that, man. When you look at the sun, you can't even look at the sun. The sun is beaming with so many rays, you can't even look into it, And it says the eyes of the Lord are 10,000 times brighter than the sun. See, so that's beholding everything, like the scripture just says, beholding all the ways of men, and considering the most secret parts. See, so all the secret counsels that they do, the Bohemian Grove and all that good stuff that they love to do. The Most High is seeing it all. Even though they do it in the dark, and they believe they can see in the dark and all that, the Most High has topped that a long time ago. Who can search out, the secrets of the Most High, man? His thoughts are way beyond. And the so-called white man, what a proud man. That's some piece of work right there, man. To think you're above the Most High. Not only that, but you do the things that you've done to the Most High's firstborn, which is the nation of Israel. His beloved. And you think about the movie. It was not Avengers Endgame, but the previous one, Infinity War. When that scene where you had Thor and you had his friend basically, and Thanos had put that sword through Thor's friend. And Thor told him, he said, "Man, I'm going to have your head for that, And there's no different here. The Most High is definitely going to have Esau Edom's head for all the things that they've done, So, they can, do their thing with deeming it's hate speech, but it's already written. And brothers going to continue to put up a ton of shows, pointing out the wickedness that he's done, So not only Esau Edom knows that he's wicked, but, the people are waking up to it. And the elect already know, because the Most High has already put in the scriptures that we are not ignorant to the devices of Satan. Basically, we're not ignorant. Heavenly Father gave us a brain to be diligent and to be observant to what's going on. That's part of the waking up to this truth. You start to ask questions. The who, what, when, why, and where. Those type of questions. And that's what it is, man. And it's a beautiful thing. Hey, we're going to continue to push, man. We got the Day of Atonement coming up. Brothers have a lot of things to atone for, definitely speaking on myself. which is a beautiful thing because the Most High, he doesn't look down upon a contrite spirit. So, so while Esau Edom is, guaranteed to go down, we got brothers repenting, coming back to Yahweh Shem Yahushai. So what a beautiful twofold experience right there, And with that being said, Akim, a call halal Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rakah Kwadash, and always double honors to the apostles and elders out of great millstone that rule well, and peace and much mercy to the hopeful elect that's pushing this word in all truth and sincerity. And continue to push, continue to believe, man, and we continue to build our faith as we head to the ending, the ending of Esau Edom's kingdom, which is the beginning of ours, and we definitely can't wait. Hey, with that being said, hey, till next time, hey, shalom.